Okay, guys, I hope we're streaming now. We don't have any problems. Anyway, I'm just doing today a live stream of the my first ever backtesting. I know I should have done it earlier, but it's better late than never. Anyway, I'm just hoping to get 1 years of data for a start. Hoping to get as more reps as we can. Probably, I I guess it would be 100, and hopefully for having 200. But we'll see how that goes. Fail breakdowns are happening every day, sometimes even once or twice per day. So probably we'll get that number in. Uh, anyway, uh, for backtesting, I use the FX replay we see here. This is the 1st of June of 2025, and I'm hoping to get until today, probably a year and a half in. On the so FX replay records your local journal and records everything, all your stats and everything. But I prefer to uh, log in my backtesting trades in Notion as a second, as backup. So here I'm going to be trading the trade duration, backtesting, how many volumes I entered, how much risk I took. I plan to take about 2% risk per starter. See how that is going to perform. Uh, Stop loss is going to show me the actual risk. Starting balance is 10,000K. It's like a profit from account. Uh, exit, exit contract. This is the exit parameters. You can see here what was the plan, what was the realized RR, my mistakes, screenshots, the key takeaways, and if I review the trade. Okay. So that's in this. I'm gonna be having next to the backtesting session. So uh, first first trading, I didn't take the trade because it was going too fast and I missed that opportunity. But we can see here that the fail breakdown happened around here. We can see acceptance hit at the previous DVA VWAP, it backtested again the same level, and then ripped off. And actually here you can see that it almost tested the highs, the previous DVA high. Previous DVA high could be a really nice target for a runner, I guess. So it could be nice. So the first target could be really nice if we're within, of course, the previous DVA. So the previous DVA VWAP would be the first take profit. The second one could be easily the previous DVA high, and maybe we can leave a run after that. So in our case, to be honest, if I would have ended here, my first take profit would have been right at the VWAP. Okay, so I would take there about probably 50%, and then I would put my, here, and then I would just leave a small, a second TP would be here, and maybe leave a runner if it continues higher. Okay. What I'm really worried about is actually if I'm gonna take the 75%, sorry, if I'm gonna take 75% on the TP1 or if I'm gonna take the 50% on the VWAP. Because you can see here that actually pullback, in many cases we see a pullback and then we see just ripping off. Okay. So that would be around 58.79 to 58 minutes. That would be about 13, 14 points. 34 points. That would be okay. And that would be possibly around, let's see, that would be 1 hour. 1 hour. Yeah. 1 hour. And if we leave our trade to run a bit, that would be 1.6 hour towards the DVA guide. So we can see here the overall view that there is a possibility the trade can run up to 2 hour. we can see here. Running more, it's a plus, but we could expect at least a trade of a 2 hour. Okay, so for me, as we can see here, the ideal is to take the market structure itself. Okay, so I would say take half of the trade 1 hour about here, and then leave the 50% for the next level here if it runs, and then leave just a 10% in case it goes higher, then we can trail that. Okay, so in our case, I'm gonna log this trade, but I'm gonna log it as a planned trade, but never realized. Okay, uh, okay. So we have here, it's our first trade. Trade time, it happened. Let's see when it happened. I will take the trade about here. So we say 2nd of June 2025. Second, was it? Yeah, so the 2nd of June 2025. And time included. Okay, so the entry time, that would be, let's go over 1 minute. Okay, so my entry would be exactly at the 7:33 in the morning. 7:33, and that could last until, at least if I take, okay, that would finish, I guess, at 1:39. That would close the trade. So that would be a 6 hour trade. It's more like a swing trade, but my main trade would be at least until possibly, so as you can see here, that was the exit. So possibly I could have finished my trade right about here, taking most, I guess. So that would be about like 8:30. That would be possibly an hour in a trade just to go here, because we take into account we are also in the ETH where things are going very slowly. There's no volatility, so that's why it takes so much time we see to break above the previous VWAP. Yeah, anyway, it is what it is. Uh, so let's see now if we take this trade. Yeah, I can't estimate now the risk. So the risk would be, I'm just gonna set now the parameters in here. So you can see puts account size 1000, risk we want 2%. Okay, enterprise leverage, I think it's 5, okay, it's 5 or 55, I think. We don't care. Price profit level 59.70, yeah. Stop level 50.65, that's alright. That's okay. So we're looking for a quantity. It's just 0.1, so it's just like 1 micro. was 52 points. No, it's like more like a 77, let's say 67, 10, probably 10 to 11 points stop loss. Yeah, we want to risk, let's say 2% of the 1,000 is $20. Yeah, it's about one contract. Okay. Uh, if it is one contract, then I would go, then possibly I could risk a little bit more. Let's say, let's risk maybe 4%. Yeah, it doesn't change much. So here I could risk, let's say about 1%. So let's say we have a 10,000 contract, okay, with 2%, and I could risk about 8 minutes. But let's think realistically. In my account, there's only 1,000 inside, and I want to risk 2%, and that will give me one contract, okay? So to play it more safely, so that's with 2%, isn't it? Yeah, with 2% risk, okay. To play it safely, I would bet for 1 to 1, because it's better to bank in uh, profits 1 to 1 on a constant basis rather than risk for 2 to 1 and have less wins. Uh, all right, so that will be 1.2 with one contract, one Michael. But as we saw, price continued higher. Okay. Of course, I don't have this problem because I'm trading with CFDs, so I can always run 10%, leave it 10% as a runner. But in this case, I would stop my trade here. Okay, so let's say volume contracts one. Uh, okay, let's see. The exit one would be at 58.94, 58.94, and 75. Now as you can see, I'm at the journaling, trying to find out what's the entry. Yeah, how the entry. All right, so I'm gonna move the entry. Okay, so I can have my entry, and I want my stop now. the stop is hidden. Stop entry. Somewhere had the planned exit. I'm not sure. There should be a planned exit somewhere. Anyway, I don't see it here. It's quite a big database. Yeah, let's see it here. Target. Just trying to find here the target. Should we? Yeah. Oh, okay, I found it. Target 1, target 2. This will give me the exact stats on the plan, a realized RR. There we go. For the target exit the context. Okay, cool. So we go back, and there is somewhere. I think there's another property which gives me automatically the PNL. Let's see if we get that somewhere. Losing, winning PNL, cumulative, no. I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, there should be another property which gives automatically the PNL. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Anyway, okay. Anyway, okay, that would be, so my target could be about 16 points up. Okay, let's say now that my stop would be at 58, 65, and 75. Okay, my entry would be at, what is that? 58, 78, 58, 78, and 75. Okay, so it's 30 points of stop. And the target, that would be the first target, 58, 94, 58, 94, 75. And the exit, let's say, happen at the same price. So we hit the target. Oops. Okay. And the contracts, we exited one. Okay. So the plan RR is 123. Doesn't say how much we risk. Mm, account size. Okay, let's say account size is 1,000. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna fix that so you can show me how much I risk. But it should be just a bit of 2%. And the profit would be, say, anyway, the profit would be, I think, about 16 points, as we said. So it's from, yeah, so it's 16 points. So 16 points, which is 64 ticks, 5, that would be $80 of profit. All right. Yeah, this one I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna also put a target so you can show me directly how many points we did and how many profits. Mistakes. I'm gonna put some screenshots, which I have already took yesterday. Right, there we go. Okay, that trade came as was moving too fast me to enter after replay. Of course, if I wanted to make a really proper review, I could open it here and I could make a proper trading review. Like here about trading idea, context execution, sizing. But now for me, it's just now because I'm doing a backtest, that's for me is basically, oops, sorry, just going in it. Okay. Yeah, so for me, it's basically to take like a few points, like a few key takeaways. I can do this like this so I can see everything. And here I can possibly write some more stuff. So I could say possibly uh, uh, good TP1 would be the aligned VWAP and the previous VWAP, and TP2 the previous DVA high runner will still be profitable. All right, let's go to the next one now. Okay, so what I'm doing is basically I have the Mancini newsletter so I can see when the fail breakdown happened. And the next fail breakdown was on Tuesday, so it's basically the next day at 6:45 a.m. So I'm gonna go there, and the level was the 59.25. Okay, so we're gonna mark the 59.25. Fifty-nine twenty-five just above. All right, should be in every. Yes, 5. Okay, and we let that one run now. Gonna be watching mostly the 5 minutes. So it's Tuesday on 6:45. Let's see if I can put like a vertical lines. Would be great. Yeah, vertical line. Can put here, and this one can go into settings. Uh, text. This is coordinates. No, I want to put a date line. It'd be great if I could put a date line. Yeah, I did see that here. In share chat, we can put the date line somewhere in the and mark it on the specific day counts anyway. Yeah, we can run it and see. So Tuesday, 6:45 a.m. So we can see the day that the previous DVA high was the actual resistance point. We see here. Yeah. You can see that it actually double tested. Now I think we can see the breakout possibly. So we're still into Monday. So we set the closing, that's double tested again. And we see on Monday that we do the break, it does the breakout. You see here the breakout, right at the DVA high right it. We see here that actually didn't do a failed breakdown. It went very close, but it didn't do any failed breakdown to these lows. And still, you see how much power it had. Okay, now Tuesday open. So at 6:45 in the morning, we're gonna have a failed breakdown. Okay, before we do that, I need to readjust the previous DVA. So it's kind of here. Yep. So you can see here how the 59.25 is also like a key level. You see here in the 15 minutes. So you can see here how that produced the failed breakdown of which produced how many about 25 points, 30 points here. Again, we see it did a failed breakdown again, produced a massive breakout here. We return below it, and now we try to break above it. So after we break above it, the first thing ES does is to backtest this one, confirms the breakout, and possibly continue. If it doesn't confirm it, we may see a retracement back. So that's where we are waiting now. So we are currently what time? It's 2:30. So it starts at 6:45. Yeah, with the price it comes within the previous DVA, but it doesn't break out. So it wants to explore possibly the VWAP. Let's see. So I'm just gonna take it seconds by seconds now. So we're expecting a failed breakdown now here at this level. Okay, let's take it slow. 10 seconds each time. Yeah, so yeah, so what we see now, what Mancini says, is basically that we built a shelf here. So you can see we built a shelf right here. You see, and that came and reclaimed it many times, and now it does the breakout. So for me to be fully validated, I'm just gonna be waiting to break this previous day high and take it from there. And I'm gonna be aiming the previous swing highs, which is this one or this one, somewhere in this area. But let's take it slow now and see how it pans out. So we're on Tuesday, 6:45 a.m. Yeah, that should be about now. It's really useful to see a replay in slow motion, especially from past data, because it's It lets you see the past with a different eye, different experience. Since the trading you've been doing back then. Possibly now it's the failed breakdown. Let's see. Volatility expands a little bit. Don't see anything here. I'm just gonna be waiting a little bit just in case we break out later. Okay, there we go. We see now the expansion of the volatility here. Possibly it's gonna take this shelf of lows, and then we can enter about here again. I'm just gonna take it a little bit more slow now on the 10 seconds interval. Let's see. There we go. We do the fail breakdown on the multi-hour shelf. We can see on the 10-second chart here, more granular. Wow, we see a big expansion of volatility. Let's see where it goes. Try to test possibly the previous VWAP. Yes, okay, I got it. Yeah, so we're gonna see price now returning to the previous VWAP, which is many times has been support. Previous VWAP counts many times as a self or report a support zone or resistance. So we see now there's a fair breakdown and it's gonna return back to the ourselves to the 5920s. So I'm gonna be taking the entry at the 10 seconds after share, of course, a clear acceptance. Double test of the previous VWAP. Okay, so we can see here, we can see here this change of delivery. We can see here this big sudden candle, which is the market's intention to change direction. Another big candle, we'll see how forceful it is. Now test the back testing the shelf, just waiting to come, and there's a pullback possibly, an acceptance. Let's see, tries to sell now. There we go. We see here we tries to sell twice and it can't sell it. So what I'm gonna do, let's try now. Okay. So I would place my entry just exactly at this point. Oops, sorry, that's not the right thing. So yeah, I would place my entry exactly right here. When I saw that it tries to sell but it can't sell. In theory, I have to place my stop loss right about here, but it doesn't make any sense because if that was the case, then I should have placed my taking profit at about 59.48. Yeah, in theory, we should be able to go like this, but we see it's like 2.1 R, and also we go beyond, you know. So I will try and test it with a bit tight stop loss. And let's say I'm not gonna put it right here because it's very dangerous, but I can put it below the previous swing right here. And I can aim for much lower test. So let's say we aim for right here. Test the previous day high and the big one. It gives us 1.6 R, which is decent. Remember, we're playing with 1 micro, uh, so we don't have the chance to scale out. Okay, that's with 2% risk. So here you can see 0.8, so it's basically like one contract. Okay, I want to make another time. I will make this backtest again, but with 2 contracts and scaling out and see how that goes. Because actually I'm gonna try now. I'm gonna try now and see with 2 contracts. I'm gonna scale out one right at here, put my stop loss right below the DVA low here. I'm gonna leave one to see where it goes, and I will be aiming for the DVA high. Right? Uh, okay. Here it tells me that with this tight stop loss, I can actually place 10 position contracts for the risk amount of 200. But actually my risk amount is $20. So yeah, so it should be one. So if it's liquid and make it $40, it should be two. Okay. So we're gonna be entering with 2 contracts micro, buy side. Yeah, here because here it estimates if you say 1%, it estimates it's actually at 1,000. I say the current balance. Mm, yeah, it estimates the 10,000 of the profit of the prop firm account. Anyway, let's go for the risk amount of $40. 2 position contracts, stop loss, take profit. I'm gonna add the partial as well. So the end goal would be for me somewhere at the, let's say 59.47. So let's say No, actually would be the DVA high. Let's see about here. 59.38. Yeah, 59.40. So for 59.40s. No, 59.38. And I'm gonna take a partial 50%. Yes, at the 59.29. Okay. So we see the entry price, stop price, take profit price to the risk reward. Checklist. I don't have a checklist yet, but I'm gonna place a tag, and I would say, for example, we have in police regime tight stop loss to know that we don't have a big stop loss. Let's set tight stop loss. Uh, TP1 equals the previous DVA high, and TP2 TP2 is the DVA high, the development. Okay. Uh, confidence level, I would say, I'm confident about 65% because of the stop loss, of the tight stop loss. Trade rating, okay, and can I the screenshot? I don't. Oh, I can actually move this. All right. So this is a trade that I plan to take. Take profit one here and take profit the DVA high here. I believe it's gonna go higher, but you can see how that goes. Okay, I'm gonna take another screenshot. All right, and save. Okay, we're in a trade now. Let's see how it goes. Yes, we're taking out. So basically we see that the tight entries don't really work sometimes. We see that we actually came above the level, came below, then we're going back again. Okay? Okay, in this case, I can take a second entry. Okay, I'm gonna take a second entry. This time, I'm gonna place it right at below lower. Okay, back here. Now we have a risk reward 1.2, but I'm thinking of, let's see, actually, yeah, I'm thinking of holding up the DVA high, so it can be at 1.2 at least. Okay, and place order. No, not yet. It's gonna be waiting to see a reclaim. It's very, very weird. Tries to reclaim the DVA low. Okay, let's continue. See, see how it's gonna play. It tries repeatedly to sell now. Nothing yet. So we see price, it hasn't actually reclaimed the level. Just went to the DVA low, just rejected it. So let's see now. DVA low is coming right at the level now. Let's see. Don't forget also we're in the ETH, so volatility is very low. And I want to see a really good acceptance. Or a failed breakdown of the previous low of this one, if we see any of these. very slow. Just going slow now so I don't miss the entry. Big rejection, and yet you see price is coming back. Let's see. Price is returning. Nothing yet. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. There we go. We see that's the failed breakdown of this low of the 59.11. So I'm gonna pull a line here, right there. Right. So we broke the previous lows, as you can see here. You can see here. This was a support resistance support level the previous day, and came back. And now it's back testing it. We're also at a key level. This is the previous day VWAP. Sorry, I don't know why this one has changed, has been moved. That should be the one. Okay, now we can see we still have way to go, have some gap there at the previous VWAP. However, if we clear these highs, I'm going to be entering. So I'm just waiting now, just going to take it slow, see how price action will be. There is a high chance we actually test these levels very precisely. But not necessarily. We see price break this lows where it started, did the pullback right at the lows at the previous lows. It break the break of structure. Now it's retesting the break of structure. As I see a bullish, this one holds. Let's see. No, it doesn't hold. Let's see. It's coming back. It's a very slow process. Here I could possibly enter. Here I could possibly enter because we had the failed breakdown of the previous low. Okay. Uh, we saw attempt twice attempt to sell. We couldn't, and then now we see a real bullish candle with clear direction. A second actually. So that's a confirmation for me. So we can take this. Let's say we're entering here. We are putting below the previous VWAP. So we're putting it as a barrier. And our first, let's see. So we have plenty of potential here. going to be placing the target at the DVA high, and then we're going to take profits. We're going to take profits right here above the 59.25. All right. So we're clicking here. We go journal. No, sorry, not journal. I want to place a trade, place order. So we want 2% is one position. We're gonna do 2 position. Okay, we risk 40 to make 125. So it's basically 3R if we manage up that high, which it should be because it should be. If we don't, the more the relatively easy target would be here, but that would be a lower risk reward. It would be more safe. It's 1.5R. I would say let's go with this one, 3R, and then we're gonna add one more contract. Okay, and we're gonna scale out right, right at the 59.25. 25. Save and journal. Okay, add the screenshots. Trading, I would say that's a good maybe 4 out of 5. I would say 4 notes. This trade will be is taken with increased risk of 2 macros to see whether price will continue and break out the previous DVA high. Okay, because I want to test in this session, I want to test whether price, how often can break the VWAP and how often can test DVA high or the previous DVA high. I want to see, what's the reality, what's going on there. So we press save. Let's take the trade now. Go a little faster. So we see it took a lot of time to actually accept the level. DVA low. Let's see if it's going to get accepted. It's going inside. Or is trying to at least. We see price is trying to push very slowly. We're close to the market open now. The market is about to open. We see price is expanding, trying to accept the previous day low. The market is opening. We're very close to the TP1. I'm not sure if we took it now or not. Yeah, we took TP1. We're still trying to break above the previous day high. It is quite strong. See how much time it takes to actually break the previous day high and the VWAP. Let's see. Yeah, that day was really slow. Now 10:30, maybe we have some news, who knows? Let's see, another attempt. Let's see if now price is actually testing the VWAP. You see, but it's not retreating back. So the buyers are really pushing. Oh, there we go. We broke out. So if I was on my real account, I would secure this profit. I would raise my stop. I'll adjust the, the profit to the DVA high. Actually, I can raise my stop. So I'm gonna raise. I think I can raise my stop. Oh no. No, that's my entry. This is my stop. Yes, and we reached the target. And we actually, not only we reached it, but we are trying to break out to the previous highs. Okay, that was a very good lesson. So let's journal now. Hmm. Okay, so we go here to our journal. That's the profits for the day. We had two failed breakdowns in one day. We had one here overnight. We can see, which is actually because the stop loss was very tight. I was taking out, and now we had a really good one. No, sorry, actually this one, the first one, I didn't take it because the tape was going very fast and I missed it. Then we came here. I tried one entry with a tight stop loss, but because there's no volatility in the doing, we have to have wide stop loss. So I widened my stop loss below the previous VWAP, and then I took the entry, and we closed in profits for the day with 2 micros. So we can see now. I will try to log the trade. So you can see two longs. Now I can possibly log it. Yeah, so now I can take a screenshot of the after. This one was just going to expand a little bit, it's obvious. The screenshot, that's the after screenshot. Result, no, after trade. So after trade, so we can see here that we can say that, for example, like our hypothesis, oops, sorry, our hypo was proven correct. Market took quite a while to accumulate volume and out of the previous DVA high, but right after 30 a.m. Uh, we hit TP1 and about an hour later we hit TP2, which was the DVA high. Lesson for the day. Wide stop is needed when it's low. Okay, and we press save. We took our stops. That's all right. We save. Now I'm gonna do a very small break, like 2-3 minutes, and be right back. Okay, guys, we're back now uh, with another coffee. I think that's the third or the fourth in a day, so it's not good for the health. I don't recommend it. Anyway, yeah, took another trade in the same day. That's the second entry. The third one wasn't successful, and we took a third one. And now we're just gonna see, let the play just roll and see how far it actually this trade went. And I'm gonna just put it in the journal. And yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. So just gonna let it play now at the increased speed. I've taken my screenshots, so I can let it play now. If it actually broke the DVA high or not. I suspect it can easily go and test these highs. Yeah, we can see that it tries to stay above the DVA high. We may see a pullback. Now let's see. If we see big resistance there, we're almost half past. We're at the lunchtime now. Okay, 12:30. We see kind of breakout. Nothing much. We just see now an accumulation just above the way high. Probably it's gonna go higher. Oh, there we go. So we can see price now just actually tested the 59.41. That was right about 1 o'clock. Yeah, we're getting at 2 o'clock now. We see market is really trying to go higher. Let's go with 30 seconds, go a little bit faster. So you can see how market literally skyrocketed. So yeah, so that's the end of the session. So we can see here how price literally not only hit the DVA high, which was our target here, but then it went 59.36, literally like 40 points more. So we could actually leave a runner. Okay. Uh, so for the next trade, I'm gonna try and place uh, three three contracts, one, two, three contracts, and one runner. Okay. So I'm gonna take a screenshot now. This one. Okay. Mm. So I'm just writing some notes so we can see here right after trade, and I say end of the session. So I'm gonna write end of the trading day, and we can see that market backtested the previous feedback, and then do the previous by our test exit was at our latest exit was at the DVA high, but we got engineered 30 plus higher next rate, and moving forwards we're gonna be trading with strikers minimum in order to capture mega most. If you have a really small account, this may not be the case for futures. But if you have CFDs, then you can leave a small account like 10% and capture this 40 points move. It's not, the amount may not seem a lot in one trade, so you may capture, I don't know, 10, $20. But if you accumulate all these, they pile up and they really like progress your account. So press save. So we're done for the day. So let's see now the next day when is the next fair breakdown. Yes, you can see here now I'm looking at the Mancini's newsletter, so I can find the next fail breakdown. That's from a year ago because he reviews all the fail breakdowns, so I can see when it happened. It saves me some time. Uh, so it was 6:45 a.m. Tuesday. I think that's the one we took or no? Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, 6:45. That's the one we took. Let's see. There's another one. No. It says micro fail breakdown, 850. I think that's our second entry. Just gonna check. Yeah, 850. Yeah. Yeah, that's our second entry. So don't really count it. Um, there's no. Okay. Paper tile number one, 8:50 Wednesday. So there's one at Wednesday, 8:50 in the morning. It says microfilter. I don't want to take microfilter. Yeah, gonna take this off. So it's Wednesday, 8 8:30 in the night, 59.75. Okay, so we'll go 59.75. Nine 75 was okay. And now we're gonna roll it to the Wednesday night at 8:30. Yeah, I think we're playing now. It's kind of like frozen. It's gonna reload it. There's a problem here with the FX replay. I'm just gonna close the page and open it again. Nothing, just a problem with FX replay now. Can't bring the charge. Gonna try to log out and log in again. No, now it's alright. Fixed. Okay, so now we are looking to go at the 8:30 in the night. So we're gonna skip the whole day of Tuesday. So it's the next day night. Yeah, now we're at like Tuesday. We want to go at Wednesday about the same time. Okay, we're getting close now. We're at Wednesday, almost 5 o'clock. Yeah, we see now here at this level how there's a big multi-hour shelf. Okay, so we see price from yesterday. Just build a shelf here at the highs, really bullish. And we can see now it's the market open. We don't see anything yet. I'm just gonna go a little bit slower now. Let's visit. It's gonna fast run it. We see an attempt to break, you see, the shelf. It didn't happen. Now we're closing it to 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go a little bit slower. So we are interested in the 7, 8, 8, sorry, 8:30. 8, 8:15 now. So what I reckon is gonna be a fair breakdown of this low. Let me also mark this low. Mm-hmm. See, this is the low of the self. Just mark it in there. And okay, let's keep it running on the 10 seconds. Now, see volatility picks up a little bit. 8:39 should be happening anytime now. Okay, there we see. That's weird because with the mark 845 there was nothing there. So I'm not sure. It says we sold back to 59 still said Wednesday close and Wednesday evening for another 59.75. She says around 8:30 we flash 59.77 to 59.73. I guess that's it. So, yeah, that's not 8:30, it's 10 o'clock. I don't know why it says. Yeah, he says at 7:30 we dip down to 57.93, 57, 59.73, 7:30. Popped back above 59.77 with a little momentum. Check towards 59.77. Okay, let's see if we're gonna see any acceptance here now. Okay, we see there's a there's a constant there's a constant failure to sell here. You can see that. So I reckon that we can take this trade because it's been at the key of interest. We see a failed breakdown here. So you can see these lows that we created on the Wednesday. We did a small, really small failed breakdown here, right at 12 o'clock, with some good momentum. Rotational day, you can see here. But with the opening, you see that price dives below. So we did a failed breakdown here. And then we see continuous attempts to sell, but they can't sell. So right in here in this moment I can enter. So I'm gonna put my rectangular, if I find it, rectangle is here. Alright, I'm gonna lock it as well. Cool. So we are here now. I would say I can enter. This is pretty straightforward now. So we're gonna end up with 3 contracts. So first thing first, we're gonna take a position to the long. Let's say we enter here. We put our stop loss, let's say here. Okay. Our end target is the previous day high. This is about there. And then we're gonna be scaling out right at the VWAP. Let me see if I can slide coordinates. No, but anyway, this one is about 59.88. We're gonna scale out. So my plan is scale out one, 59.82, and then scale out another one and another one. But my interest is not to scale out here because it's too close and it will be wasted of the micro. So I'm gonna close one here, one here. I'm gonna let one running just in case. Okay, so let's have that here. Let's use a place in order. Yeah, there used to be another button here, but I'm not sure. Ah, place order. It's here. I don't know why it's moved there. That's weird. Anyway, okay. Replace. Okay, replace. Let me have quick clicked. So I'm gonna place an order just to check that the order has the right numbers. So we have a position size. We're gonna do 3. So we're risking $100 on this trade. To be honest, normally if I would take this because it's low volatility, I would probably go with the 2 contracts or maybe even one. Okay, fair enough. This by market 59 to 25. Stop loss, okay. I'm gonna take a partial at the 59, what the hell? 59, 59, 85, 59, 85. Okay, so it's 50-50 now. But that means gonna go any day higher after this. Gonna leave a runner just in case. So I'm gonna add another partial. So I'm gonna take the first one 50% profit. So I'm gonna take 30% profit there. Another, sorry, I'm just gonna take 50% of the VWAP here. And then I'm gonna take on the other one like another 40% I would say, and leave the 10% profit there. Okay, partial profit 59.95. Okay, 59.93. Then this one we can say about, let's say 60.20. Just gonna leave it as a runner just in case. Uh, yeah, we have the previous highs at the 6,605. Just gonna do like 605. I mean, it's not a big difference, but still. Uh, okay, we're gonna press save and journal. Yeah, I personally I haven't traded gold for quite a while because I didn't like the way it moves. Possibly, I mean, I can do another day. I mean, once I complete the session of 100 trades and I have some time free, I could possibly do a day of backtesting the gold. We may see the same thing here there, but honestly, I have no idea because I haven't even looked at the gold charts for ages. So yeah, that's a possibility for the future. Why not? Or maybe Dow Jones. It could work also on the Dow Jones because it's institutional assets. So okay, let's set our screen now for a good screenshot and see how that goes. Okay, yeah, let's take a screenshot. We have everything here. I'm not gonna tag it yet. Change rating, I would say that's a 3 for now, because we are on low volatility and we're below the previous day low. So there's a high chance we're gonna be rejected here. But we'll see how that goes. We're gonna put some notes in. Okay, paper, low volatility environment and price uh, highs. It built a multi-hour self price is looking to draw liquidity from uh, that's a pre-trade screenshot. We're saving it. And okay, let's take the trade now and see how that goes. I have big doubts. Just gonna put it in the 10 seconds. And let's go. Okay. Price coming. Yeah, as you can see, I wasn't waiting for the price to break these highs, but I saw previously that it failed to sell quite a few times, so I was counting on it. Okay, we're in a profit now. As I said, we're going with three contracts. It's a bit risky because it's low volatility, but I want to test how far, with three contracts, how far the market can go. And if we can exploit, the runner, why not? Now it's not the best idea for a runner, but you never know. Also, I put my stop loss a bit tight without any. Usually, it's good to leave 5 points a gap, just in case it does a double bottom. Mm, we'll see. Nothing yet. Possibly we're gonna get stopped out. I'm not sure if Mancini was saying about this failed breakdown because the time wasn't matching, so I'm not sure. We're still in the trade though, but let's see. I'm gonna move a little bit our partials closer to the VWAP. Gonna go a little bit faster. Yeah, it wasn't a very high probability trade because we were like below the previous day low in the low volatility, so I don't have high expectations. And then, as I said, the market has been already expanded, so the shorts are favored kinda, but you never know. All right, still in the game. Yo, backtesting is gonna be my favorite tool for the weekends. Honestly, it's the first time I'm properly like doing it, and it's amazing. You can actually get really, really very good growth by reviewing and replaying the same trades and trying different tactics with different risk, different take profit targets. You can do a lot of stuff. We're possibly gonna get stopped out here, but let's see. So low volatility uses sideways action. This goes nowhere. In 1 minute. We're in this trade for about 3 hours now, normal time. That's ridiculous. That's why I don't really like low volatility environments. You may see a failed breakdown taking like 2 hours or 3 hours happen. The only overnight trades I really like is when the market opens and does a gap down. That's when they yes it just squeezes the sellers, and that's when I really like to take the trades. And so let's say here is the market. Here it opens down here, and then try to squeeze overnight the sellers. That's really high probability trades. See if we're gonna get stopped out here somewhere. Somehow we're still in the trade after 4 hours. We got very close. Okay, let's see. Real price is going nowhere. Oh, now we see some volatility right at the London Open, I guess. Oh wow. Okay, we got TP1 hit. And we're gonna raise our stop loss now. Actually, I'll put it on the 10 seconds. That's it. And I want to see some kind of pullback now at the. Yeah, I want to see some kind of pullback. If I see pullback holds here, I'm gonna raise my stop loss and aim for the second TP. Okay, let's take it easy. It does a small pullback here, you see. It's not very obvious. Nah, yeah. There we go. We see there's a pullback. There we go. When I see that, I pull back and it holds. Now it's pretty safe to raise my stop loss. Right, probably there. Right. Also we have secured $86. We're going now for the third partial. Just gonna take another profit. Another screenshot. Okay. Now we can go for 4 and now we can write uh, TP1 hit raised stop below the previous VWAP. Okay, we can save. We're 69. Okay, we have secured now 69. Sorry, we have realized PNL of 200 and we have open 80. Okay, so we have secured 200 already. And let's see if we go for it. So I'm just gonna 10 seconds. To be honest, I'm not sure if I can. I want to break even. If I knew how to do it, I could actually take only one target, one and leave one just running, floating. Anyway, let's see how it is. Oh, that was very close. That was really close indeed. Did you see that? All right, that will be taken out. That's why I always say don't always go very close to the, always leave a small gap because markets aren't perfect. And also we're at the VWAP, so. Okay, well, that was very close call. Taking for a second TP now. Good volatility expansion you see here. Let's see. Nice one. So we can stop now and pause. We got hit. This session is amazing. Okay, so take another screenshot. Sorry, we were here now. I forgot to change the. So we were here now. I just forgot to change the screen. The screen. We can see here the market at the pullback. Literally, we were very close to be taken out. Literally by one tick. And so that's why I always say leave a small gap at the VWAP as a protection. Don't get very close because market isn't perfect. We're very close. Our TP2 is hit now. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot and save. And now we just have one runner, basically. I'm gonna keep my stop loss here. I'm just gonna leave a small runner just in case we're gonna hit these highs or maybe sweep them. We'll see how it goes. Now I don't care. I have already profit, very good profits. So we have only $20 on the open P&L. I don't really care about them. So yeah, let's see. Just gonna log in this screenshot. Another screenshot. Just give me a second. I'm gonna just write explaining the screenshot. That's about. So we have TP2 hit, TP2 uh, TP2 is hit, leaving runner for swing highs, leaving runner for swing highs, sweep continuation. Continuation. Okay, so this is what I wrote now. I'm just saying that the TP2 is hit and I'm leaving runner for swing high, sweep, or possible continuation. Okay, and I'm gonna write also stop remains uh, below previous VWAP. That's it. Just gonna save it. And I'm just gonna leave that one running now and see how it goes. In the 10 seconds chart. Display. We'll go in the 30 seconds. Very close to be taken out again. We hit the VWAP. Retest of the VWAP now. Now I don't really expect much because we already tested the VWAP twice. There's been holds, but we're still, you see at the extremes of the VWAP. So I will have secure profits. So we don't really care what market, what market does. If it really wants to go, it can go. we're in a rotation environment, so I don't expect. We may have a breakout. I don't really remember what happened in that day, to be honest. It's like trading for first time now. So we can see here, I'm gonna stop it, pause it. So we see now we're just taken out. If we couldn't break the previous day highs. As I said, it was a rotational environment, so I was expecting a rotation, and we got it. Uh, so, okay, I'm gonna just log in this one and move to the next one. Now I can add another star because it was a really good trade with solid taking profit targets and solid risk management. So we're gonna write now that we're on the fourth note, and we're gonna say stop loss was hit. Uh, Stop loss was hit. TP3 never reached. As was I was expecting a breakout. So we can save that. We still have time to do probably one or two more trades. We'll see. We're gonna do one more at least. It's taking time, but it's worth it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we did that fair breakdown. That's why I say like here you could see like during the opening, like here you can see during the opening, sometimes it does really good fair breakdowns. It comes down to test. I've seen it quite a few times this the pattern happening, like when this with the fair breakdown happening right at the opening. Uh, that was the case as well. Okay, so let's see what's gonna be the next one. So Thursday, 10:25. 10:25 is literally the same day. Wow. Okay, spoiling us. 10:25. Now I'm gonna put a vertical line. 1025. Alright, and now we're gonna make it black and black. Okay, now we expect a fair breakdown here, Thursday, 10:25. Right. So we're gonna, okay, 10 minutes. Let's put it on a minute. Oh, really good. So we're coming down. By the way, that's the trades I would take on a live market. Doesn't change the fact that I'm doing on a backtest. I'm just literally, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Uh, yeah, I've noticed. I've noticed that if I have this synchronization off, my charts are freezing. I'll turn it off. Okay, let's try again. Ah, no, it's stuck again. Okay, now it's playing. Okay, uh, we are now approaching. Okay, the 1025 is here. What level is 59.75? It's the same level. The same level. Did another fair breakdown. Right, let's see what happens now. So shortly now we're expecting the drop. We see it came down and back tested the previous VWAP and it's coming down. Another back test at the previous level. It's not sure. We're looking for a breakdown now, again at the same level. By the way, I don't say fair breakdown, is the perfect strategy or is whatever. There are so many strategies out there who are really profitable the same as well. Just it's up to you what you like doing. I like this type of setup, so I don't look for anything else. Depends of the really depends on the personality. Like for example, as you can see here, we are like in a rotation environment. You can somewhat fade the extremes. So what happened here? I didn't see any. Unless there's a time difference, maybe like summer time difference. supposed to be at 10:25 and we didn't see any fail breakdown here. That's very weird. Okay, there says there is one on Thursday. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, yeah, how about okay? Oops. Gonna do the style. Gonna do character border, neutral line. Don't care about the line to be honest. We want the background to be gray. More gray. Okay, and I'm gonna save this template as mm, just my name. So that block. All right, and we're gonna expand it both ways, and we're gonna lock it. Right. So we're looking for breakdown at this point now. At the same day, says Thursday, at about 2:15 in the noon. So let's see how it goes. Wow, that was probably some kind of news there. As you can see, that was some kind of news at almost like half past. What is that? Yeah, that was almost at 1 o'clock. Some kind of news. Then it came down as a result, and it's gonna do some failed breakdown possibly. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna go to work after. Okay, so let's. That's why I don't like the synchronization, because we're changing charts to click, and this one changes as well. So we missed at the entry that was 50:15. Yeah, that's a failed breakdown. I can take the continuation here. It says for the which the failed breakdowns, always the market will deliver more. The 150 is flashed, the 50 on shelf. At this point, this was 59.49. 59.49. We haven't flashed at 59.49 yet. So we expect the market to come at this point. Okay, let's go on the 10 seconds. I'm pretty sure this one was a failed breakdown, was supposed to be. Uh, no, there's no failed breakdown here because it didn't break the lows. But it just did another touch. So in theory, we should see price coming back to 59, 49. All right, let's see. It's about here, 59, 59. So about here, we see the market just flashing. Let's see. Yeah, we were getting out the close of the session, and we didn't see any flash at 2:15, and we are on the 5th of June. It's Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, that should be the Thursday. And it says around 2:15 p.m., which is 2:15. It should be here. Market will deliver with ES flash the 59.56 shelf. Maybe there is a because different of the contracts. That's why. Because I think, yeah, I think I know what it is. Yeah, I think like I think TradingView just have the continuous contract, but I'm not sure if I can put the contract, the actual of the 2025. It's gonna have different. It's gonna have a different price ladder. Yeah, just give me 2025. Yeah, that's weird. However, the previous prices they were very exact. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think that was the previous fair breakdown supposed to be. What is meant to be, what is meant to say, is that we see the 59.68. There was a previous shelf here, which kept. So we see this bounce, this retest. It just happened at 59.68. It just came down to take liquidity and it's gone up again. So it was basically this event right here, which we missed. That was the failed breakdown. You see, there was like liquidity here. You see, that was a support resistance level. If you see, so that was support resistance, was resistance here. We broke, so we back tested it near. And always the first back test of the support resistance is very strong. So we expect a kind of violent reaction. So you can see here what happened. Big retest, broke down, it tested again the value very high. So we missed out because I couldn't correlate with Mancini's time frame. But let's see how it goes. We have some time to do another one. Just gonna fast forward a little bit. So we see that one held the previous DVA VWAP, and it's actually trying to do the breakout now. Yeah, it's actually trying to do the breakout now. What are 6,000? We see it actually did the strip the previous. That would be a really nice trade. You see how market respected. That was the previous high. You see here another nice rotational fail breakdown. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop now. Because I have to go to work, but I'm gonna be doing the same 100% tomorrow morning, for maybe for the from maybe possibly 9 to 10 in the morning UK until I don't know for 2 or 3 hours. It could be more. This is really interesting. You can get some valuable data. Uh, anyway, see you tomorrow and have a nice Saturday night. Take care.